Hello friends, in today's class we'll be solving numericals on mobility and current density. They are very easy numericals and be sure it can give you very good marks in your exams. The first question reads as, calculate the electron and hole concentration in intrinsic silicon at room temperature if its electrical conductivity is 4 into 10 is to minus 4 mho per ohm and mobility of electron is 0.14 meter square per volt second and mobility of hole is given as 0.040. Now, let's say what the given data is. This is nothing but as sigma. We are given mobility of electrons, it means we are given with mu e, and we are given mobility of holes, it means we are given with mu h. Now, we know a formula that mu is nothing but as sigma upon n into E. This is the generic formula. So, I can say that sigma is nothing but as mu into Ne. Now, sigma for the intrinsic semiconductor, I'll be adding both the electrons and the holes. So I have this equation as mu E into Ne. Ne stands for the number of electrons plus mu H into E into NH. Now, for an intrinsic semiconductor, we can see that they are asking for intrinsic semiconductor. For an intrinsic semiconductor, always remember that the number of electrons will be equal to the number of holes. So you have sigma for intrinsic is nothing but as mu into E into N plus mu into H into E into N. I'll take this common, therefore my sigma n will be equal to mu E plus mu H times E into N. Now, I am asked to find the value of n, so I'll be moving all the things on the left side. So sigma n divided by mu E plus mu H into E is nothing but as n. On solving, I'll get the value of n as 4 into 10 to the power minus 4, just plugging in the values, divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, and I'll be adding the values of mu E and mu H, which is 0.14 plus 0.040. Well, on solving this, you will get the value of n as 1.388 into 10 raised to 16. So, a very easy question and just the application of your mathematical skills. Nothing more, only you need to remember this formula and of course one statement that for an intrinsic semiconductor, the number of electrons and number of holes are equal. Now, let's move on to the next question. It says the resistivity of intrinsic INSB at room temperature is given as this. Now, they have changed the question a little bit. They have given the resistivity, which is rho. If mobility of electron is 6 meter, so basically they have given this as mu E and they have given the mobility of holes as 0.2, which is nothing but as mu H. You have to again find out the intrinsic carrier density or N. Now, the only difference between this question and the previous question was, in the previous question, sigma or the conductivity was given directly, and now the sigma is not given directly, it is given indirectly in the form of resistivity. Now, we all know that rho is nothing but as 1 upon sigma. Or I can say that sigma is 1 upon rho. So I'll get the value of conductivity as 1 upon 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. On solving, this will be 0.5 into 10 to the power 4, which means it is 5 into 10 cube. Of course, the unit would be mho per centimeter. Now, again, do make an important note that this is for centimeter. We need to convert this into meter. So again, the conclusion would be adding 10 raised to 2. So my sigma would be 5 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 10 to the power minus 2 mho per meter, which is nothing but as 5 into 10 to the power 5. Now, given all the conditions, I'll just have to plug in the values again. So I can say that sigma in is nothing but as, because of the holes, mu h into nh into E, and because of the electrons, which means mu E into Ne into E. Now, since this is talking about the pure intrinsic semiconductor, I can say that the number of holes and the number of electrons are equal. So I can say sigma in is nothing but as mu h into N into E plus mu E into N into E, or sigma in is nothing but as N into E times mu E plus mu H. Plug in the values again, so I'll be getting the value of N as sigma in divided by E into mu E plus mu H. Sigma in, I can raise the value as 5 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 times adding the value of mu E and mu H, which is 6 plus 0.2. Well, on solving, you'll get the value of N as 5.04 into 10 to the power 23. This is the required answer. Moving back to the next question, it says an impurity of 0.01 ppm, well, ppm is parts per million or particles per million, is added to Si. Now we are talking about an extrinsic semiconductor, or we are converting an intrinsic semiconductor to an extrinsic semiconductor. The semiconductor has a resistivity of 0.25 ohm per meter. So basically it says its resistivity or rho. Temperature is 300 Kelvin. Calculate the hole concentration and its mobility. We need to calculate the hole concentration and its mobility, and we also have to comment on the result. And the given data are atomic weight of silicon and density of silicon. Now, the very first, we need to find how many number of atoms are present in per meter cube of silicon. Well, the only thing is how many atoms are present in per meter cube of silicon. So here we can say that number of atoms per meter cube is nothing but as Na, the Avogadro's number, into density divided by the atomic weight. On solving or plugging in the value, we get 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 into 2.4 into 10 to the power cube divided by atomic weight, that is 28.1. So the value comes out to be 5.14 into 10 to the power 28. So these many number of atoms are present in 1 meter cube of volume. Given that the impurity level is 0.01 ppm, so we can say that as the impurity level is 0.01 ppm, which means 1 atom for 10 raised to 8 atoms of silicon. So therefore, number of impurity atoms will be equal to 5.14 into 10 to the power 28 divided by 10 to the power 8, which is 5.14 into 10 to the power 20. This is what the total impurity is for the given impurity level as 0.01 ppm. Now, I know the formula that mu is nothing but as sigma upon n into E. This is the general formula. As I told you, this is the most important formula, and as you have seen, all the numericals are based on this formula only. Now, since we are talking about holes, I would replace the formula as holes. So I can see this is n of h into sigma into E. Now, also, I am given resistivity, and I also know that there's a conversion of resistivity and conductivity. So I'll replace this formula as 1 upon nh into E into rho. Plugging in the values, I'll get this as 1 divided by number of holes, which is 5.14 into 10 to the power 20 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into the resistivity, that is 0.25. On solving this, you will get the value as 0.0486 meters square per volt second. So this is what the expected mobility of the hole is. Now, this was the most important question. This has been asked 2 times for 5 marks and 7 marks. So you can see the level of difficulty and of course the marks behind it. And hence this chapter becomes very important for numericals perspective and of course for scoring perspective. Now, let's move to the next question. Resistivity of copper is 1.72 into 10 to power minus 8 ohm meter. So this is the rho. Calculate mobility of electrons in copper. I have to find out the mobility of electrons, which means I need to find out mu of E, given that the number of electrons per unit volume is this. So this is my N. Again, as you can see, a very simple formulas application, that is sigma upon N into E is nothing but as mu. Now, I don't know the value of sigma because I've been given the value of resistivity, but of course I know the conversion. I can make this formula as 1 upon N into E into rho, which is nothing but as mu. So I can say mu is equals to 1 upon value of N is 10.41 into 10 to the power 28 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into rho, that is 1.72 into 10 to the power minus 8. On solving this, you'll get the value as 3.488 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters square per volt second. So this is the mobility of electrons. Now, here you can see this question can easily be asked for 2 marks or 3 marks, and yet it is easy to score. Let's move to the next question. This says that find the resistivity of intrinsic. Again, the important point is we are talking about intrinsic. So whenever the word intrinsic comes into picture, you always have to make this assumption in your mind that Ni is equals to Ne, or you can say the number of electrons is equal to the number of holes. Given the density of the carriers is this 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 19 per meter cube, and mobility of electrons, which is mu E, and mobility of holes, which is mu H. Everything is begun. You need to find the resistivity. So using the same formula, sigma in is nothing but as number of electrons N into E into E into mu E plus number of holes into E into mu H. Now, since the semiconductor is intrinsic, we can say Ne is equals to NH, and I have replaced them both with N. So it becomes N into E times mu E plus mu H. I need to find the resistivity. So I need to take the reciprocal of this. So therefore, the resistivity of the intrinsic semiconductor is 1 upon N into E into mu E plus mu H. On solving this, the value becomes equals to 1 upon 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 0.39 plus 0.19. Well, if you solve this further, the value would be 0.43 ohm into meter. Again, a very simple question, and ultimately we have seen that we are using just this formula, which is very important to know, that mu is nothing but as sigma upon n into E. One variation could be sigma could also be replaced by 1 upon rho, and the next would be adding the sigma for both electrons and holes, that would be resulting in mu into n into E for electrons plus mu into n into E for holes. So these are the only variations possible in this part, and hence this becomes very easy numericals for your exams. Thank you.